Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot, and welcome to our weekly guidance reading. Sorry if I sound funny, I'm still getting over being sick all of last week, which was just, it sucked. So here I am, and I do need to get a little bit grounded, so hopefully I can get this right, because I kind of get disoriented if I don't do tarot for a little while. But anyway, so I'm going to do my best to get the weekly guidance for you, so advice and guidance for this week. And if you would like a personal reading instead, the info is below. So I'm going to show you each of the groups. Please only watch this if you feel called to. We have group number 1, the clear quartz pendulum. Group number 2 is epidote. Group number 3 is the rose quartz pendulum. And then group number 4 is amethyst. Okay, so just take as much time as you need. You can pause. This is my deck called the Child Tarot. I'll just use that and the writer. Whenever you guys are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is the clear quartz pendulum. So first we're just going to see how you're going to be doing in your own energy this week. This is the first week of March. I feel like, what is it? There's like 2 different astrological events. I think it's like an eclipse or something, and then the equinox. I forget. You guys can let me know, but I know it's going to be a powerful month. Spirit, this reading is for group 1, clear quartz pendulum. Woo, please and thank you. Can we know how they're going to be doing this week in their own energy, moving forward into just this week, area of self? Okay, so really beautiful message here with the fireflies. This is the star card. I think that you're going to be in a state of calm spiritual energy is what I'm feeling from that one. And then feeling grounded, level, secure, provided for, lots of good energy for you generally, just kind of going with the flow as well. What else? How are they going to be doing just within their own energy, please, Spirit? And then the 9 of Cups. Yeah, so we're looking really good. It's a little hard to say if this is more like just your mood, or obviously it could be something that happened to you this week, but either way, you're really unaffected by things this week. Like if there's anything negative, let's say, and there is a little bit of a hint here for, I would say, going into next week. This is Thursday into next week, I think, for a lot of you. And this one is the so this is the King of Pentacles, and this is the Queen of Pentacles. And then you have the High Priestess Daydream. It kind of looks like something is manifesting as you go into the next week. It could be something with your sense of security, your finances, or something coming into material form that you had been manifesting, that you had been thinking about. Something that had been in more creation mode, kind of like abstract mode. Okay, so again, Thursday going into Friday, and then the next week entirely, you can look forward to something becoming real, and something that is going to help your sense of, they did say fortune, so I will say, you know, your sense of fortune, whatever that might mean to you, because it can mean different things. But there, again, there is something having to do with creation as well as just your own energy and really beaming bright with this energy. So this is a really good week for you, I feel, energetically and in other ways, like emotionally, mentally. Anything else that they need to know? Is there any advice? I think the only advice is, if you haven't done so already this week, to really count your blessings and to express gratitude towards your guides, towards the universe, towards whoever, really, and to have that sense of appreciation. There is a very grounded energy all around you this week, in many different ways, because you have like the pentacle energies, but then you also have a lot of tree imagery too. Like, actually, you have 1, 2, 3, not on here, 4, 5, 6 trees. That's a lot of trees. Okay, just again, a sense of being provided for, watched over, and cared for in some way. And I am feeling it is. In many ways, it could be by the universe itself too. So I think that's all I want to say for that, because it's just a good energy. And I think that if there's anything you want to manifest and you want to move forward with, you certainly can. You can just get started on it, put the energy towards it, and then you'll see it happen. Okay. Spirit, can we know more so for their outer world? What is coming towards them in this week, March 3rd week? What energies are coming towards them in their outer world, stuff that they need to be aware of, whether it's positive or negative. What do we need to know? What's coming towards them externally? Externally, please. It does look like something was trying to either progress or step outside of the box in some way. This is happening on Tuesday, they said, I feel, for most of you. And then when you hit towards like Wednesday into Thursday, something else, or just something generally, is finally going to have a sense of balance. So here it feels like it's stuck. It might look like it's stuck. It might even prove to be stuck, where it didn't surpass what you thought, maybe like your expectation, or you know, something like that. But I do think that it is going to resolve itself and have a nice sense of balance as well as harmony. This is environmental harmony, or just something working out in your favor, something balancing in the way that it was meant to and the way that you were hoping for in the end. What is this? What else do we have to know here? This card was trying to come out as well. There could have been some type of disturbance in this area of your life at first, where I'm not sure what this is referring to, but it could have just been this sense of stuckness that was really beginning to interfere with your path. And it does seem like the whole thing was kind of stalled. And what do they need to know about this, please? I mean, yes, it was like a battle. There was a lot of different lessons to learn rapidly in a row. There was quite a lot of information going on here. And like I said, at the end, I am seeing that it becomes balanced. So, I mean, at least it has a good outcome. And after this point, it gets so much easier. See? They mentioned something about March 7th for you guys, and that is on Friday for me. So they said something specifically about that. So I'm just kind of wondering, I was trying to figure out what it meant. After this point where it becomes balanced and it gets easier, this is where the energy actually picks up for you. And so this is still in line with this week. So I think we saw that already, that something is coming into a material form. So the Ace of Pentacles is fitting with that message, actually. So something is coming towards you in material form. But please remember, I'm kind of just connecting what we saw already, that this, if you are waiting for an actual tangible offer, or like some sort of financial help, or some sort of like physical thing that needed to come through, yes, there is a chance it could come through next week, because remember, it was going from Thursday into next week. So it's going to vary, you know, because everyone's situations are different, but the energy is still kind of flourishing in this specific way here. So what else do they need to know about their outer world? What energies are coming towards them this week? What do they need to be aware of, please? Okay. Okay, so this is a random message, but some of you might need this. Some of you are connected to a masculine energy in some way. Could be at work, could be in your personal life, obviously, could be in your family. Someone here is really going to keep to themselves this week. I feel like this person is going through some kind of internal shift, maybe some type of like psychological development as well, or just some, you know, like reflection. You can see that they're kind of just trying to even hide themselves, and they're just like going under the radar. I don't know in what way this is relevant to you, but maybe it's good to know just in case you might feel rejected or like whatever, you know, because this person is sincerely just keeping to themselves, and I think that they have a personal reason for doing so. They just need to discover something about themselves. And that's male or female. Yeah, pretty much that's, I'm not getting too much. Is there anything they need to know about this person or about this situation? Here it's showing that they'll be distant. Anything advice-wise? I think maybe the advice is just to kind of let them do their thing, and then for you to do your thing, because it really was just like a minor message just to let you know, because that's what this whole reading is for. I think it'll be fine. I think it's just that you have to focus on yourself this week. Anything else? Anything out of the ordinary? Anything else coming towards them in their outer world that they need to be aware of? Thank you. What's going on with the Hanged Man spirit? What's that? There could be some aspect of things that do feel like they're kind of hovering and kind of in limbo, but I still am feeling that behind the scenes there's a lot of things being worked out for you, which I think we kind of got that message already, and that at the end we are seeing some type of resolution or some type of agreement or answer or something like that over here with the Two of Cups, because we can see that this is like people kind of reaching a point of balance with this conversation. It's hard to say when this will come through though, because this week it does feel like a little bit of that limbo stage, and then we should see it kind of again balance out. Spirit, any other messages, any other obvious energy coming towards them this week in their outer world, and what does it mean? So I think that was you again, because we did get that a few times, just sort of doing your own thing. Yeah, so I think that's kind of it for your outer world. I think that you're going to be drawing your energy into yourself, kind of specifically focusing on your strengths and your talents and your goals, your physical goals that you're trying to do, like you're trying to create some difference, you're trying to, you know, create movement in your life. So what is the final messages here of guidance, advice for group one? They are kind of advocating for you to pull your energy in this week, which is what I was saying here. That's not typically what I would feel from the Eight of Swords, but this particular time I am feeling that they're asking you to contain your energy so that you don't drain yourself, so that you do have enough energy for everything it is that you're manifesting and working towards, and that you don't have to really do much else to extend yourself outside of that this week. So, I mean, it's up to you, of course, but you don't have to if you don't feel like it. Advice for this week. Yeah, so with the Three of Swords, I think that some of the advice here is a little bit similar to what I said, that if there is this feeling of, let's say, rejection or some sort of pain, heartache regarding another person, a situation, even something from the past, that it's okay to acknowledge it. This specifically on Tuesday is what for some of you will be dealing with, Tuesday or Wednesday. If you do feel this sense of like that heartache, they're asking you to acknowledge it, to give yourself some space to feel your feelings, and then to kind of like just do a little bit of healing within your own self, because this is either not what you think it is, if it's this situation, or it's something that just needs a little space to breathe so that you can feel better and so that you can have like a brighter energy once more. Spirit, any other final advice for this week? try not to fear the outcomes of things, because your guides are helping you along and trying to get you to a positive outcome. So it is normal to worry about things, obviously, that we can't really see, that we don't have any evidence of, like, there's no reason to have faith in it, but that's, you know, the whole thing of faith. So they're asking you, try not to worry about where this is going, try not to worry about where you'll end up, and just trust that you will be in a good state. Just do what you can, and just put forth that positive energy, put forth that mindfulness, and your positive beliefs too. Okay, so final message for group 1. What do they need to know this week? Thank you. Yeah, just focus on this energy. This is the Fool card. So any of your new beginnings, just taking a leap of faith if you need to, just feeling unburdened and free. On the bottom of the deck, I saw the 9 of Pentacles. Again, just like really try to have this energy about you this week so that you can feel freed, so that you can feel lighter, and that you just know that you're moving up in some way. Okay, so that, I know some of this was a little mysterious. Let me know how this resonated. But group 1, that's what I'm seeing for you. I do hope that this was helpful. Thank you so very much. And again, if you want a personal reading, the link is below. Thank you. And I will see you next time, okay? Blessings. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is the epidote. So let's take a look at how your energy will be this week, just how you'll be doing. Spirit, this reading is for group 2. Please and thank you. Can you let us know, what do they need to know this week? What energies are coming towards them in the area of self? In the area of self, please. So with the Teacher, which is the Hierophant card, and then this is the Page of Pentacles, I was getting the term like self-teaching a lot this week, and then with the 4 of Cups, it kind of, to me, it does seem like a learning-centered kind of week, where I also think that you're going to be trying to make a lot of different decisions. There seems to be a lot of contemplation, a lot of reevaluation of either yourself, the way that things are going, you know, your life, and stuff like that. It's like a really big reflective week, I think. Specifically here, with the 1, which is the Lover's card. Again, it feels like, I think what you're doing is you're reaching into your own heart chakra, and you're trying to pull something out so that you can understand yourself. This one is the King of Swords, and I really feel a lot of you going into some sort of a spiritual frequency this week. If there is stuff going on in your outer world, you're not really kind of engaging in it or connecting with it. I think that you're making this sincere effort to look deeper within yourself and to then look higher in terms of the universal forces and everything, so that you can connect and have these deeper understandings of things. What else, please? I feel like this week is going to really feel like an up and down kind of a challenge, because although you are discovering some interesting and profound truths, you're also kind of met with this internal conflict too. It's kind of like you discover this thing, but then you're finding that there's a wall in front of you, and you're unable to really clear that immediately, and you just kind of get confused. And then here with the Trauma card, which is the Tower card, I still kind of feel like, it's a revelation card. I feel like it's an awakening and a realization card, but I also still think that it's going to be kind of tough to clear this energy. So I don't think that this is just this week. I think that you have been on this journey for some time and really trying to figure stuff out, really trying to clear your energy. And at this point, it's very tiring. You know, I do feel like it is very frustrating. And if you are tired of not having answers, if you are tired of really not knowing where to go, I actually think that one thing that you can do that will be very helpful is just to find some type of meditative peace within yourself so that you don't have to look anywhere. It's almost like just breathing and existing so that you can find some type of center and peace without expecting that you have to go anywhere or get anywhere. I think what you desire, or what Spirit is recommending, is just to have a little bit of that peacefulness just within yourself. Yeah, because here with the labyrinth, I feel like you're just searching and searching and searching for answers. If not consciously, some aspect of you keeps wanting to do this. And I think what you're looking for is some type of freedom, you know, but for whatever reason, you're in this state right now. You're in this journey and this path, and it might have to be a little dim for a while. It might be a little directionless for some time, but that doesn't mean it's meant to stay that way. I can't tell you exactly why you're in this, because everyone has a different reason why they're in this, but just know that this is not going to last forever. I know it's frustrating, but it's not going to last forever. Spirit, any advice for this? Maybe just to see yourself as winning the path, like finding your way out, finding those answers, finding the guides and the help that you need, having that new beginning that you're seeking. Because I do feel like inevitably you will reach that point. I just think that maybe it's meant to be discovered in this specific way. Like maybe this was just the story that you were meant to tell. Like, you know, I don't think that anything, it's necessarily that it went wrong. I think that this is just something that you maybe needed to go through. I don't know. Spirit, any other final advice for this? Yeah, actually, we're getting really good supporting cards here, because this is the Fool and this is the World. So it's like the beginning and the end. So actually, we're seeing confirmation right here that you will overcome this, that you will get to the end of that chapter and then have that new beginning and have that sense of win, that satisfaction, that success. So I really do have faith that this will work out for you, although it's of course hard to have that faith when you're inside, like you're in the confusion, you know. But in terms of the outer world, that might look kind of different, because this is more your own spiritual path, and again, that can look really confusing sometimes. Spirit, in their outer world, please. External energies moving forward into just this week. What energies are coming towards them in their outer world, please? Anything to look out for? So again, here with the Moon card, we do see that things are, you know, a little uncertain. It doesn't mean it's bad. I just think that things are not going to be 100% certain this week, and let's see how it progresses. Outer world just this week. Okay, so we have the Moon, the Page of Wands, the Death card. Spirit, what else, please, moving forward? What energies are coming towards them in their outer world this week? Okay, so over here with the Page and the Death card, it kind of does look like something is trying to come to an end that was previously uncertain, and then weirdly enough, some of you might not even be bothered by it at all. It might have been something that initially bothered you, and initially you're like, oh, I need to know, but then it kind of just fades away. It doesn't even really announce itself. It just kind of like stops, and you just stop caring about it. So that might have already happened for some of you. Then as we move forward, we see that there is some different type of energy going on here. We have Three of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Magician. Spirit, who or what is this about? There could be some energy at work for some of you, or financially, where it does look like there is a lot of discussion going on, a lot of like either negotiation or discussion going on, and ultimately I do feel like it's going to work out really well for you. This is happening around Thursday, but I don't know if the discussion is Thursday and then it's going to be immediate, but either way, I feel like that's where this is heading. Because this energy is a little bit more hovering, but it does show that at the end you are receiving some kind of the coin, the help, the support, the resource, the whatever it is, the advantage here. And that someone is giving it to you. So it's someone that you're dealing with. It could be someone at work, like I said, or if it's not relevant, it even could be like an answer that you were waiting for, let's say. What do they need to know about this? What is the advice, please? There's really not much advice other than, you know, to stay grounded. Obviously, if you've already done your part, you can rest easy, but others of you just keep going. Keep putting in those actions if you need to. If you are taking actions, do so with a sort of a grounded attitude, you know, just being sure of yourself, having a good, either a good plan or a good clear mind about when you do things this week. But I'm not seeing any issues. You're not stuck, you're not afraid of something. It's just more strategic is kind of what I'm seeing, and like I said, it will have a good outcome. Can you tell us more about this outcome with the Ace of Pentacles? Someone here was really thinking hard about this and contemplating this. It could have been you trying to figure out if you really wanted this thing, or whoever was involved here also was thinking the same thing. You know, just thinking if something was right for them or the situation. But then at the end, I am feeling that like whatever was kind of keeping it stuck was like dislodged, and we're like, oh, we're not worried about that anymore. Here, let's make this right. Let's set this in motion. Let's get it moving forward. Okay, so that's with this particular situation or energy. Spirit, what else is coming towards them this week? What do we need to know? Anything out of the ordinary? Okay, so we have Ace of Swords, we have King of Wands. Here I'm seeing communication from someone. I don't know exactly who this is, but this is the King of Wands energy. Could be a masculine energy in your life where there is this almost like announcement coming from this person. Usually I would say like, oh, you're going to be talking to this person, but actually you're hearing from them. But it kind of feels like an announcement. Like, so if it's in your personal life, it could be some important announcement, but if it's at work or something like that, then you're hearing from this person, like there's something they're broadcasting for some reason. Can you tell us what is going on with this and what's the communication about? Some of you, that could be on Friday, but it's a little iffy. I think that this person is trying to get across something that was worrying them or something that needs to be fixed. So that's interesting because that could be really anything. Again, if it's at work, that would make sense. Let's see here. Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit authoritative if it is something more professional. And this person is really, they're kind of not doing well on their own, and they're wanting to fix something and have everyone else know about it. So what else do we need to know about this person, and how should, like, what do we need to know about handling this, please? Please do not take this personally. Even if this person is directing it at you, I feel that this person is kind of speaking from a space of internal upset or imbalance, and they're not taking it out on others exactly, but they're definitely projecting a little bit here. Okay, so yeah, be careful with that one. I don't want you to think that you've done something terribly wrong or that everything's falling apart. That's really not what I'm getting at all. This person is just in this energy for now. They even could be influenced by the astrological events, for example, whatever's going on this week. but they're going to get out of that. They're going to overcome that energy, and they're going to be more level, probably next week, by next week or so, something like that. And they're not really understanding the impact of what they're saying and to whom they're saying it. Like, they kind of just are thinking it from their perspective. So please don't be offended by this. I know it's tough, but it's not you, okay? Anything else to deal with this? I would say maybe just listen to what they're saying and see if there are things that you can take into consideration of what they're saying from a space of just objectivity, not of like feeling personally attacked, because again, it's not that, but just really try to see if you can implement what they're saying. You know, and just to also see what you can do, what you feel you can do to improve the situation in any way. Because if you are involved in this situation, it would benefit you and whoever's involved on a larger scale. So, and you know, it also will make this person feel better. And I was going to say, like, get them off your back if they are on your back, but it will help the whole situation. It'll help the team as a whole or something. So that is good to know. All right. Spirit, anything else out of the ordinary that they need to know this week, or any final advices too? I think that's pretty much it. They just want you to keep going. It's very important this week for you to go with the flow, to not overthink things, to not overly worry about any one particular thing, because the energies are very much going to be they're going to be fluctuating this week, okay? So the best thing that you can do is just to go with what's in front of you. It is kind of like what I said before. There's certain things that are going to worry you at first, or they had been in the past 2 weeks or so. But then you'll notice that you don't even really care anymore. So it really is about going with the flow and seeing that certain things will either resolve or just not be important to you anymore. And that's a good thing to note. You know, when things are just less important to us and we just stop caring as much and stop worrying about it, that's probably a good place to be, like, depending on what it is. Spirit, final messages of advice. I think that's it. We have here the, oh, is this what we saw already? Yeah, we have the 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, the Empress and the Star. Yeah, oh, I see. So I think that something is going to trigger your feeling of, like, basically feeling like a child in some way. I don't know if maybe someone treats you like that, or it's more like you're feeling emotionally unprepared for something to that effect. But I think the advice is to remember your power. Simply remember your power. Remember how far you've come. Remember you're this mature spiritual being now, or whatever it is that you need to remind yourself about yourself. And that is what's going to help you to pull through, because it's going to put your mind in center and kind of like orient you again to time and space. It's going to ground you. Okay, so group 2, I think I'll leave it there. Very interesting reading. I do hope that this was helpful to your situation. Remember, it's a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, the info is below. But thank you guys so very much. Sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the Rose Quartz Pendulum. Let's take a look at your energy, how you'll be doing. Spirit, this reading is for group 3, please and thank you. What do they need to know this week? Spirit, what energies are coming towards them just in the area of self? Self first. I think there will be a lot of things to choose from. It might be overwhelming at times. Please remember that you don't have to do everything. And in fact, I'm feeling that what you're going to end up choosing is something that's going to feel right to you and enjoyable to you, which is really nice. I feel like it's going to be relaxing for you for that reason. Spirit, what's coming towards them in self? What do they need to know about their energy this week? You're really making it work for yourself this week. Like, in the midst of some confusion and some uncertainty, in both occasions you bring out the positive. That's really nice. Like, I think that you kind of mastered this week the whole art of reframing and redirecting yourself towards light, towards positive energy, positive thoughts. This is really good. In both cases here, I'm not sure if this is specific to a time of this, like if it's like a particular day, but it does look like you are, again, having joy, you're celebrating something, you are just appreciating something, and it's working for you. What else about this week that I need to know? Okay, we have the Teacher. Okay. So here we have the Hierophant, the Death card, and the Ace of Cups. There is some inspiration coming to you, I feel. This is towards the end of the week, maybe like Saturday, all the way at the end of the week. I'm not sure what it's about, because it could be something creative, something like about changing your lifestyle. It could be about something spiritual, but I am feeling this is coming from the divine, and you were ready for it. They even saw that you were totally open for this, to receive this, and that you got, like, you released some type of negative space that you were in, negative energy, negative thoughts, whatever was going on there, that you successfully released that, and you opened up an energy. You kind of opened up an energy stream to receive this, which is interesting. I don't know, I would like to know more about this and what you've got cooking here. But with the Roundabout card, again, the Death card, I feel like there is a successful ending to a cycle of energy for this particular week, and then we are moving into a completely fresh one. So here I am seeing you receive this loving energy from the divine, from somewhere, from your guides. And whether it hits you in terms of like creative unblockage, right? Something like that, or just feeling unblocked in any shape or form that you were seeking. It is happening, I feel. If not at the very end of this week, it could, of course, shift into next week, but this is all kind of streaming into that whole energy, so it's really nice. Any other messages or guidance about this? That's all I'm really getting. Here we have the Hermit card and the Nine of Wands. We have the two nines here. Yeah, it was just a matter of time. Something is going to click within your inner state. Something is going to make sense. Something is definitely going to awaken after this point, because this child looks very tired, and then like it's just, he's ready to be done with something. So yeah, it's a little bit of a suspense thing there. I can't tell you what it is exactly, because that would be kind of against like your guides want to give this to you. They want this to be the surprise for you, but you might already kind of know what it's about, like, you know, depending on what you've been thinking about, working on manifesting. So there's that. But yeah, this is going to be a really nice week for you in terms of your own development and spiritual balance. So it's really good. So as for your outer world, let's see if there's anything that we need to be aware of. Anything kind of out of the ordinary. Spirits moving forward into just this week, what energies are coming towards them in their outer world, please and thank you. What do we have to be, is there anything to be warned about or advice that's coming towards them? Group 3. Outer world, what's coming towards them. I'm getting a very nice, loving, protective energy over here. I don't know if it's from someone from afar, but that, I don't know what this is, but it's protecting you, it's making peace, it's sending peace your way. If you know someone who lives far away who loves you, that could be them, it could be a guide, I suppose. There is a very specific, what is with the King of Wands? I don't know, like I have, like the King of Wands is like, this card keeps coming up, but in different ways. So for you guys, this is someone from afar. Whether this is a person on earth or in the spiritual realm, they want what's best for you, and they're trying to communicate something with you, something warm and loving and assuring towards you. Okay, I have no idea who this is. And again, they're trying to provide for you. This masculine energy could be male or female. But why are they getting this message? Who is this and what's going on, please? If this is literal, some of you might even be getting sent money, but I don't think that's for everyone. I think that's like a very small percentage of people because of the Ace of Pentacles. Otherwise, it could be just regular energy. This person is wanting to communicate, even if it's not through words, okay, that they want you to have this feeling of like, I'm here for you, I'm supporting you, everything's going to be okay. That's all I'm really getting. So I guess nothing more is really needed, right? But it is nice to know, even though it's a little bit of a mysterious message, at least for me. Spirit, anything else from this person or about this energy? I mean, maybe you were waiting for a message from this person and you just wanted confirmation, like, oh, good, they're okay, and, you know, it's all right. Like, even if you haven't heard from them, even if there was no words spoken, this is still here. I'm just getting this energy from afar. Final for this. That's all for I'm getting for that. Now we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords. Spirit, what's the message here? Okay, so this is really specific, but let me see if I can... Okay, so Queen of Swords is a different person now, and it kind of looks like someone is trying to make something happen for themselves. And I'm not saying that it's not moving forward, but I think that they're really thinking way too much about things, and it is kind of tying them up in some way. Obviously, this could resonate if it sounds like you, but since I'm getting outer world energies, I do think that this is someone near you. And what is the purpose of this message? Like, why do we need to know this? I am getting a lot of frustration from this. Maybe if this is someone near you, or if it is you, in fact, whatever the case is, they just wanted to let you know that the situation is still not ready. Like, there's something here having to do with divine timing, divine alignment that is relevant to this whole thing. And whoever this is, whether this is you or someone in your circle, like this Queen of Swords, if they're feeling frustrated and disappointed with something, they only need to know that it's because of the timing. Timing is crucial. Divine timing, divine alignment is crucial. And obviously we all want things right away, but this is indicating that it's not there yet, but it will be, you know, it will eventually get to that point. So what is the advice? So if this is not you, then maybe the advice is, you know, just to, if this is like a loved one of yours or something, someone here just needs to be a little bit more patient and present with themselves and, you know, just have a sense of harmony. And I am feeling that things will ultimately work out, or at least get easier as we move forward. But it is going to need to take a little bit more time. So that's all I'm seeing for that. It probably wasn't like a crucial message, but it's just something to know. If you are dealing with someone, if you love them, if you want what's best for them, and you're feeling for them. And so that's all they wanted to tell you. Like, you know, just be there and be present with this person. Just give your support, if anything. But that's all we're seeing. Spirit, any other final messages as to what's going on, what's happening for them this week? Okay, so we have the Five of Cups and then the Knight of Wands. So here it is giving me a little bit of a message of someone was, again, feeling impatient or dissatisfied with something and they just wanted to go for it. Now, you can do whatever you'd like, but it could extend towards you, that message of the divine timing and alignment. So just keep that in the back of your mind, that if you do want to move passionately towards something, you can. But if you're finding that you're not getting certain results, just know that that is the reason. It's because certain timing, you know, certain things are not in place yet. It's like you don't have those puzzle pieces yet to put down onto the image, and just have that in mind. That's all you have to do, is just be aware, and then that way you won't feel like, you know, frustrated. Spirit, anything else? Any final messages? Yeah, we have the Moon card. So same kind of thing with the Moon card. There's some questions. We don't have all of the answers, but there are a lot of things that are being discussed and worked out. Yeah, as I said, that we have the card of collaboration here, Three of Pentacles. Any final messages, advice, guidance? I feel like it's kind of like you and your guides trying to come up with some sort of solutions or compromises. Five of Swords is showing that, yeah, things are not going to be perfect just yet. They're very trivial things, though. You know, like at the end, whatever's important will fall into place for you for sure. But this is more like the temporary stuff. Final messages, final advice for group number 3. Thank you. I think that's pretty much it, you know. Just keep pushing forward if you feel like you want to move forward with something, putting in your efforts. However, if it is slow, you know, that just means you don't have to put all of your energy into it. It just means that you have to be aware and mindful and keep things moving forward in whatever way that you have at your access. But, you know, if it is proving to be slow, just remember that there is a reason for that, and just to keep it steady, if anything. But yeah, a lot of other positive energy coming towards you this week for sure. Let me know how all this resonated, but quite interesting reading, group 3. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there. If you'd like a personal reading, the info is below. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time, okay? Blessings, bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is Amethyst. So we're just going to see how your energy will be this week. Spirit, this reading is for group 4. Please and thank you. What energies are coming towards them in the area of self first, and then we'll get the outer energies. Spirit, what energies are coming towards them, please, group 4 in the area of self, just this week. Just this week. Okay, we have the Three of Wands, Strength, Three of Cups, and then the King of Cups. Overall, I feel like this is quite positive because I feel like you're trying to support yourself and encourage yourself very much this week, and kind of trying to remember your strengths, trying to remember just the positive things, and here really not letting yourself get down because of whatever. You're trying to stay in the positive, trying to stay with your active imagination and loving energy and creative energy. What else, please, this week? You also know that you're supported too. Like, I think you're very much aware that you are continuing to be supported. That's the Hanged Man. What is that? Now, what is interesting here about these last few cards, I think this is like around Thursday-ish, I feel like you're really actively acknowledging something that has halted you in the past, which is most likely a fear, some type of anxiety, fear. It's very crippling. Something, like I said, that has caused you a lot of grief or stuckness in the past. Now, I'm not seeing that you, what do you call it? Basically that it wins. I see that you do overcome this, but it's still here though. So I'm wondering where it went. Like, I don't know if maybe you just like pushed past it. That could be what you did, because remember, I did say that you're not letting anything stop you. Like, you're just, maybe you acknowledged it, you know it's there, and you're continuing to do some healing on it. Could be something within childhood, because we have the Page card here. But you're really not minding this. Like, you're trying to overcome this and outgrow this or something like that. And I do think that you succeed. So if you do have some kind of a crippling fear this week, it might even just be random, and it might be very temporary, even though it's kind of like a part of you in a way. But you do overcome this, and you do find some type of deeper happiness despite that this week. So this is such a very empowering energy that we're seeing here. Okay, any other advice about this or anything else? That's pretty much it. They are saying that, you know, there are going to be some fears there is going to be some confusion and there are going to be uncertainties, but I think you're kind of learning to walk through that labyrinth either way. You're living with that moonlight, and it's kind of like okay for you. It's a really interesting energy. So I'm not sure exactly how this resonates or what it means, but that's what we're seeing for just self. Now let's see what's going on in your outer world, see like the specifics here. Okay, so Spirit in their outer world now. Spirits, what energies are coming towards them in their outer world, and what do they need to look out for? Anything out of the ordinary or anything like that? Spirit, what's coming towards them in their outer world? Group 4, amethyst. Okay, so we have High Priestess, the Fool, the Ace of Swords, this is a very interesting combo because the Fool card and the Ace of Swords makes it feel like there was this announcement of something new going on, like you knew and you just were ready for it. But with the High Priestess there, that is what confuses me, because that kind of is the opposite. It's almost like something intuitively is reaching you and it's like trying to come through. Maybe somebody here in your energy, this could be you or somebody near you, is very indecisive this week. And maybe that's why we're seeing it this way. It's almost like this new beginning and decision making wants to happen. The Ace of Swords is showing someone who is clear about what they want to do and the path that they want to take. But like I said, someone is either blocking themselves or doesn't have all of the information, or their, kind of like their vision or their intuition is blocked in general, and they're kind of just going back and forth here. So that's what makes this very interesting. So what is the advice? What do they need to know about this? I think the way that you're going to know the answer is more so whatever you feel empowered to do, or whatever feels right within yourself. You have the number 3 here twice. I don't know if they're trying to suggest something with the 3rd chakra. Maybe the 3-3 means something specific that will come up for you this week, obviously. What else do I need to know? What is going on here? So again, it just seems that it is creating almost like an uncertainty loop, which we did see before, that you're not going to let that affect you. I think that at the end of this, there will be some type of clarity, and even maybe like some communication is going to be needed here, but it should resolve whatever's going on. This really mystified me completely. Spirit, what else do they need to know? What is happening for them in their outer world this week? Okay, we have Ace of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, what does this have to do with? Who or what is this having to do with, please? I think someone here is really yearning for something, perhaps, and it does kind of feel like your energy, actually. I mean, but although it could be someone that you're dealing with who's close to your energy, so someone here, yeah, I am feeling like a deep sense of longing for something, and just feeling like they're missing out on something and that they just have no idea what this is. Maybe someone's living in an illusion in some way. So what is the advice here? What do we need to know? I do think that someone needs to definitely acknowledge that this is a burden on their soul, that maybe they need to take a step back and have some time to just understand what's best for themselves, to understand what they need for their own sense of fulfillment and happiness, in their path. So what else do we need to know? What is this energy here? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, is that with the Ace of Pentacles, someone I think needs to make a decision. We have the 3 aces here, and I'm feeling a deep sense of someone wanting to reach out and step out of that box that they've been stuck in, and just really doing that in a tangible, satisfying way. So again, whether this is you or someone that you've been dealing with, someone does need, I think, a fresh start. But as we see, there's some conflicting energies here. It seems that either someone isn't sure of something, someone is living in illusion energy, their vision is blocked. You know, it's really very jumbled. So maybe someone needs to instead take some time to think things through, to reflect, and to really get that sense of clarity before they can move forward. If you want to take immediate action for anything that you feel is, you know, that you feel in your intuition, then you can certainly do that. But if you're finding that you're still stuck, just know it might be because of what I mentioned, and then it's going to start that whole cycle all over again. So you might just need clarity. That's it. You just might need clarity. Spirit, what else is coming towards them this week? What do they need to know? It's too many. What is coming towards them this week? Okay. And what is the advice here? So again, we are getting the same energy. There's like confusion, there's a lack of full knowledge of something or full vision for something. Therefore, it is resulting in confusion. So for some of you, this could be within a friendship or relationship, connection in some way. This could be your energy or the person who you're dealing with. I'm really getting a lot of jumbled energy all across this reading. The only thing that's consistent is that you are trying to stay on top of things, where you're trying to not let something drag you down. You're trying to be positive. You're trying to, like, again, have that breather, that fresh air energy. But again, I'm getting just like this back and forth conflict. So what is the best advice? How can they get out of that conflict energy? I think maybe you need to physically do something different to ground yourself, one, but to get higher, like to have a higher perspective. Change of environment, change of scenery, change of routine is really going to help to shift your energy. I know it sounds simple, but it can often really help. You know, like, for example, let's say that you're just like always stuck in the same place every single day. Just leave that place for a second, take a break. Like, even if you're stuck always sitting all day, like do something different. Like if you can do a jog or a bike ride or like a drive or like something where it changes up your energy and your orientation in some small way. You can take a small hike and like change your elevation, change your perspective. Just take a break from whatever you're stuck in if you can, even if it's just momentarily. I think that that'll help because your energy is in a loop right now, I think, for some reason. Now, crystals could also be helpful. Anything to clear the energy. I don't know. I personally, I like to use something like selenite. Oh, God. Because it's a self-clearing stone. It's a self-charging stone. You can use anything that feels that you are called to. You know, just like if you check out any local crystal shop and just see like what is calling to you. So a call to using tools this week. So crystals or pendulums or, you know, protective items like tarot cards, anything that calls to you this week. Final messages for them, what's coming towards them. Same message. We have the moon card. There's just like this ambiguity, this uncertainty, this lack of full scope of light and knowledge and answers. And what is the reason for that, Spirit? What is the reason? The reason is because, like, you are still undergoing some type of transformation and development, I would say. But I'm getting that, because the Hermit card is fine. It's like, we're here, we're reflecting, we're trying to figure stuff out. But that Emperor card makes me feel a sense of stuckness or rigidity or again, being kind of stuck inside of the box. And he can't get free, and he's just gotten so used to this. So yeah, like physically speaking, if there's anything at all to get the chi flowing again, doing something to get your energy out of this, that staleness that I feel. I don't know. So when I asked like the reason why, I don't know if some of you are just unable to, like maybe you don't know how to free your energy. Maybe you don't know how to get it flowing again. So in anything that I mentioned could be helpful. Maybe like even dancing, like that, I heard that that activates our chi really nicely, or singing, stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's just like, it really is this tiresome energy. It's a blockage. I think at the end of the day, this feels like a blockage. So definitely anything at all that you can do to unblock yourself, or just unblock your chakras. I have a video for chakras in the descriptions. Spirit, final message, final advice for group 4. Try not to fight yourself, okay? Instead, just see if you can tap into your own sense of freedom, or playfulness, or spontaneity, or passion, because that's really what wants to come out from you, but everything else keeps like crushing that potential I'm feeling, and I don't think it needs to be that way anymore. Okay, so group 4, I guess I will leave it there. Please let me know how this resonated, because it was a really interesting, specific reading. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you so very much. If you want a personal reading instead, the info is below. But thank you once more, sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.